बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम। रब्बी ज़िदनी इल्मा, ऐ मेरे रब मेरे इल्म में इजाफ़ा फरमा। अस्सलाम वालेकुम क्लास, आई एम योर फिज़िक्स टीचर इरम। वी आर स्टडिंग द chapter number 11, that is sound. Earlier we have discussed about the characteristics of sound due to which the different sounds can be distinguished. Today we have to discuss another characteristic of sound, that is called intensity. Intensity can be said as शिद्दत in Urdu. हम कह सकते हैं कि आवाज़ की शिद्दत कितनी है. As you know that the loudness is the characteristics on the basis of which the loud and faint sounds can be distinguished, but it also depends upon the sensitivity of the ears of the listener, because the loudness of any sound can be different for different listeners. Any listener with some defects in the ears can listen the sounds, cannot listen the sounds clearly with respect to some other listeners which do not have any who do not have any defect in the ears. So the loudness somewhat depends upon the sensitivity of the ears also, but the property intensity of sound does not depend upon the sensitivity of ears, because it is the characteristics related with the sounding body कि एक बॉडी कितनी शिद्दत से कोई आवाज़ प्रोड्यूस कर रही है, ये डिपेंड करती है उस चीज़ पे, ना कि किसी लिसनर के कानों पे कि उसको कितनी आवाज़ कितनी लाउड या कितनी फेंट आ रही है. इट इज़ द प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ साउंडिंग बॉडी टू प्रोड्यूस द साउंड. It also depends upon the amplitude of any sound wave. It can be defined as sound energy per second through a unit area held perpendicular to the direction of propagation of sound waves is called intensity of sound. So it is actually intensity is the sound energy. Passing through a unit area, passing per second, it means it is passing per second through a unit area held perpendicular to the sound waves. It means suppose here you have a sounding body like a speaker which will produce the sound, and an area is present perpendicular to the direction of sound waves. So the sound energy which is passing through this unit area, suppose this is unit area represented by meter square, and the sound energy passing through this perpendicularly held area per meter in unit from unit area held perpendicularly in 1 second is called the intensity of any sound. This here we have taken unit time and unit area, and then we have to generalize it for the whole body, whole area around the sounding object, so that we can get the intensity. But whenever we have to define something, we have to take the units. So we have taken the sound energy passing from unit area held perpendicular to the sounding body to the sound waves, and in unit time. So we can see what will be the unit of intensity in this case. Sound energy, as you know that the energy is having the unit joule. Joule is a unit of energy. Here second is for time, and unit area means area's unit is meter square. So it can be written as joule per second per meter square. Here joule per second, you know that joule per second is the unit of power, that is also called watt, and per meter square. So this is the unit of intensity, watt per meter square, because joule per second is a unit of power. As you know that power was work divided by time. Here the unit of work is joule and time as a unit second. So joule per second is actually watt. So here we can replace joule per second as watt and per meter square as it is. So the unit of intensity will be watt per meter square. Here intensity is a physical quantity and can be measured accurately. Unit of intensity of sound is watt per square meters. That was the unit of intensity. Now we have to discuss intensity level. What is meant by intensity level of a sound or sound intensity level? Here you have to keep it in mind that human ear response to intensities ranging from the intensity is 10 raised to power minus 12 watt per meter square to 1 watt per meter square. Here is the faintest audible intensity. It means that it is the faintest audible. Below this intensity, the human ear cannot hear that intensities, and this is the highest audible intensity, which is painful for a human ear to hear it, and for the intensities, human ear cannot hear the sounds with intensities greater than 1 per meter square. Now you can see that 110 is from minus 12 is very small quantity and 1 is a big quantity, and there are a lot of numbers present in this range. So that's why the intensity level, the intensity, as this range is so wide, intensities are scaled by the factors of 10. Here 10 is from minus 12 is the faintest audible intensity and 1 is the highest audible intensity. As we are discussing level, so you know that whenever you have to take the level of something, you have to take a reference. For example, if you have to measure your height, you have to measure from 0. 0 is taken as reference. Or if you have to measure the difference of height between two difference of height of two girls in your class, you have to take one as reference, and when you measure the height of second girl, then you have to take the difference between two, so that you can know how high is the one girl from the other. So for taking level of anything, first of all you have to take something as reference. So we are discussing the intensity level. That's why we have to take the faintest audible intensity as reference intensity. It is taken as reference intensity or I naught. It can be said as I naught. It is the reference intensity. It is also called zero bells. It is also called zero bell. I naught equals to 10 raised to power minus 12 watt per meter square. It is named after the scientist Graham Bell, Alexander Graham Bell. That's why it is taken as bell. So here we have taken the reference intensity as I naught. That is also called zero bell. It is also important for objective that what is meant by zero bell. You have to write its value 10 raised to minus 12 watt per meter square. Remember its unit, watt per meter square. This is the reference intensity. Now we have to derive a relation or a formula for the sound intensity level. Let's take two intensities. That is, one is the I naught, that is the reference intensity, and one is the intensity of some other sound which is higher than the reference intensity, because it is the faintest audible sound intensity. So we have to take the next intensity as higher intensity from this reference intensity. Also, now we have to start that what is the relationship between loudness and intensity of any sound. It is discovered that it is proven that loudness of any sound is directly proportional to logarithm of intensities. It means these two quantities have direct relation, but the loudness depends upon logarithm of intensity of the sounds. By removing this proportionality sign, we will have a proportionality constant here, that is called K. K is the constant of proportionality. Now we have to suppose two sounds. Let L0 is the loudness of faintest audible sound and its intensity is I0, and here another sound is with loudness L and its intensity is I. Now we have to write this equation number 1 for both of these two sounds. First of all, L0 will be equal to K log of I0, and for this sound we will write this equation as L equals to K log of I. Now we are talking about sound intensity level. So we have to see how high or how much high is the intensity of this sound from the reference reference intensity. So we have to take the difference between these two. So we can write L minus L0 equals to, we have to subtract these two equations, left hand side minus left hand side and right hand side minus right hand side will be there. L minus L0 will be equal to K log of I minus K log of I naught. Here L minus L0 is actually sound intensity level or intensity level. So in this side K is constant in these two terms. K will be taken as constant. Remaining terms are log of I minus log of I naught. You are familiar with the laws of logarithm. Whenever there are two logarithms with a subtraction sign, you can write them as a fraction. It will be K log of I divided by I naught. This is the L minus L naught can be written as intensity level, where it is equal to K log of I divided by I naught. Here you have to write log single time and I will be divided by I naught. Most of the students make mistake here by writing logarithm in the numerator and denominator also. That's wrong. You have to write log 1 times and I divided by I naught will be here as a fraction. Now where K is the proportionality constant. Its value depends upon the units of intensities and intensity level. We have to see, if let's take a case, if let's suppose if the intensity of any sound is 10 times the intensity of the reference intensity, then the intensity level will be taken as 1 bell. In this case, we have taken a case where the intensity of any sound, if the intensity of any sound is 10 times the intensity of reference sound, its intensity level will be 1 bell. It will be taken as 1 bell, where bell is the unit of intensity level. Now by putting these two values, we will get the value of K. Here let's take this equation as equation number 2. Putting the values in equation number 2, intensity level is taken as 1 bell equals to K as it is log of, here I is 10 times I naught, you have to write 10 times I naught divided by I naught as it is. I naught and I naught is cancelled. 1 bell will be equal to K log of 10. You know that the value of log of 10 is 1. So K will be equals to 1 bell. Here you get the value of proportionality constant. Now putting this value in this equation, we will get the intensity level. I will write intensity level as I dot L, intensity level. It will be equal to 1 bell log of I divided by I naught. Bell is the unit, so we have to write it at the end. It will be log of I divided by I naught bell. Intensity level will be log of I divided by I naught bell. Now we have to see that what is bell. Bell is the unit of intensity level, but it is a bigger unit. So we have to take a smaller unit, 1 bell is equal to 10 decibels, where decibels can be written as dB. So here 1 bell equals to 10 bells, 10 decibels. By putting the value of this 1 bell here, we will get I dot L equals to log of I divided by I naught. Bell will be 10 decibels. I dot L will be, now 10 is a constant, you can write it here, 10 log of I divided by I naught decibels. So this is the formula for intensity level in bells, and this is the formula for intensity level in decibels. You have to remember both, as this is a very important topic. This is a law. This law is also called Weber-Fechner's law. You have to keep it in mind that this is also called Weber-Fechner's law, that the loudness of any sound is directly proportional to the logarithm of intensity. It is not given in your book. You can write with this topic on your book so that you can remember that this law is, this is the derivation of this law. This law is called Weber-Fechner's law. You have to practice the derivation on rough notebooks, and we will also solve the numericals related with this topic today. In case of any problem, you can ask anything. Thank you.